All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oklahoma City Nighthawks and the Houston Voyagers. This will be, and oh, that is going to be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. And it's fielded at the 34.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
That's it. Here we go. Here we go.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
They'll run on first down. It's Pope, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
64, weak.
This is Pope. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Pope. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They give it off here to the tight end.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
You ready?
Mike 57. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
On third down, Pope. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here's Pope. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Beckwith. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This rushing attack sure looks pretty effective here on this opening drive.
Yeah, they're finding gaps with very little problem right now. If this is going to consistently be this way throughout the game, there's going to be some adjustments made on the defensive side of the ball.
On first down, it's Pope. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
7. 5.
On second down, it's Pope. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing on third and long. Hollis. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marquez Valdez-Scantling hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Big grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Airing this one out for Evans. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. Pope. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. After one, it's 9-0.
Ready? 18 games.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hollis nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
We got double up.
And again this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Hey, hold it.
He's coming. Check it.
Any weapon.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And a huge play that time. 42 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Cooper was the target there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 95 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 6-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 9 now. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Switch.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going up top for Miller. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown. Scott Miller, 88 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Hollis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On second down now, it's Pope. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up second and a yard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Six, pull it high. 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, Hollis trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a second and 7. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
8, read.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep this time for Miller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might have.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Pope. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
On first down, Pope. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy. Hey, wahoo. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Everybody.
Looking to throw on second down. Hollis over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
80 weapon. Check it back, check it back. 36, 36. General West, Smith. Come. Snap.
To throw on third down. Hollis. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First down and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means with one big...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. The crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but he still leaves him well short for fourth down.
218, chop. Get it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Christian, Travis. Hey, Echo.
They'll run on first down. It's Pope. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run with Pope again. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Ready?
On 3rd down. Pope. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. On 2nd down, it's Pope. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Pope. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it. But it's almost like you heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. The 20. And this will be a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Operating from the gun, Phelps. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Pope. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where
under pressure, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. On 1st down, it's Pope, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Home. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Looking to throw. Hollis to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Phelps, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. One final shot, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Back to throw. Phelps into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to